My name is Maura Hannon from Galway Telework Co-op. I'm manager here at the centre. Just to give you a little bit of background to Galway Telework Co-op, we're a community enterprise centre partly funded by Pobble, and to look after all our overheads, etc., we supply support, secretarial and printing service to different organisations within the community and to the public and surrounds of Montpellier. So we were delighted to partner with the Parks and Wildlife Service to join this new initiative, and it is now known as Galway's Living Bog. We have an interpreter centre here that is a work in progress, where we will invite the visitor, schools, tourists alike to watch a 10-minute presentation, have a cuppa. We have a very informal and welcoming invitation here, and then we will go down to the bog for a guided tour. Back in 2019, we trained 10 guides through funding from the Heritage of Galway County Council. And we work in partnership with the Town Development here in Montpellier, Montpellier Heritage and Tourism Network, and the FOSS-CE scheme. So we'll be delighted into the future that we will set up, and we're looking forward to setting up a tourist trail in Montpellier, where the visitor would indeed have a half-day tour of Montpellier incorporating Galway's Living Bog. So later on you'll see our brand new boardwalk, where we're delighted that it is now open and the road has been resurfaced. So we're ready to market over the next couple of weeks to schools, tourist boats, hotels and universities.
The Carownagappul Garden, which is the Irish for heather, where we're trying to grow our bog garden here to represent all the plants that grow in the bog. And then we're making baby flowers inside in the polytunnel for the whole area. Some of the flowers we have are mullein, which is also known as beggar's blanket. We've got white lavender, which is unusual. One plant produced loads of babies, and two of them are white lavenders, which smell exactly like lavender. We have different heathers. We've got wild Irish strawberries that are very small and sweet and bitter at the same time. We've borage. Well, we're developing a bog garden here, so we can show people what plants to look for on the bog. They'll be able to name them, and they know well, here they'll be able to touch and smell the different plants on the bog that they might not be able to get to on the bog. When they're on the boardwalk, they'll be able to see them. But here they'll be able to touch and feel and be more involved.
Well, hello and welcome. My name is Jimmy Noon. I'm chairman of the local Heritage and Tourism Group here in Montpellier. And we tie in with the bog project here, the Galway Living Bog. This is a fantastic amenity on our doorstep. We see this as a major tourist attraction, particularly when you see the boardwalk and the way it's been developed and the work that's gone into it. It is great to see something like this in the fact that I remember the time when we cut turf with the breast lawns and the foot lawns here, and to see it now as a tourist attraction. There was a stage where one would wonder where was all this going to end when the compulsory non-cutting of turf came in. But thanks to this group, they worked so hard on it, and it's a credit to what they've achieved. It's a credit to the whole community indeed. And it's not just for Montpellier, it's for the whole wider community to have something like this on our doorstep that we can look at and go and walk. We often walk here. It's a lovely walk. You're away from traffic. You're in lovely, fresh bog air. And they used to say, the old crowd one time, that the bog air gave you an appetite. And it does. It also clears your mind, clears your brain. You're a happier person when you have taken the walk.
Carownagappul Bog is an amenity for the community. Carownagappul Bog was a place where people always met down through the years. but that was for work. Now it's a place where people can meet for leisure. It's a great amenity people can use for walks and meeting for chats. The Community Employment Scheme are here to assist in that community work of helping keep the place up to date, neat, tidy and for the community. That's what the Community Employment are focusing on, being part of the community, bringing people together to enjoy the wonders of Carownagappul Bog.
Yeah, Paul Connaughton, a neighbour. I was a turf cutter. I was, for 35 years of my life, I was a TD for this area. And I'm deeply involved in this in the sense that I was here at the very start on the day that we were told to get off the bog in 2011. But suffice to say that we're one of the few bog groups in Ireland that actually came off the bog voluntarily, without all the trouble that it was causing so many bogs, because of the negotiating stance we took. But anyway, to make a long story short, after a lot of negotiations, we decided we'd sit down with them a couple of months later, and lo and behold, a great bond of trust developed between our committee and the National Parks and Wildlife. And one of the great things about this particular 5-year European Union Irish government project is that it has certainly worked well here. We now have a pristine bog that's now wetted, as they say. It's now in a position that it can rejuvenate itself, and hopefully for years to come, generations of people will be able to come in here and see a live bog. Now that's one side of it, but the other side is the one that is most important to us, is the community side. We knew as a community here that everybody was not happy that they left the bog, but they're equally happy to come back now. They're equally happy to come back here to look at this and engage themselves here in the recreational facilities that we now have. And it appears to me, after all the years that we've been at this now that this pilot project has finished, as a community group here now, we'll have to get all the help that we can. And this is something that will have to be taken into account now that the team, the LIFE team, the EU LIFE team is being disbanded. We want to make sure that they're replaced in some way to give us the chance to develop with all the multitude of things that we're going to do.